Hello and what's up, everybody? Welcome to a new episode of Bricks and Toys. I tell you, at this point, I just keep feeling like DJ Khaled does, like every single day he wakes up. Another one. Another one. Another one. Because that's what it's been this whole month of March. It's just review, review, review. It just does not stop. But we're not just reviewing sets because they're new. We're reviewing them because they are straight bangers. The sets that has came out this March, we had all the F1 cars. How could we not cover those cars? They are fantastic. And then we got 5 Star Wars sets. We still have one more to review this month. And all of them, except for the one we haven't reviewed yet, we know for a fact, just straight fire. And we're only about 45-ish days away from May the 4th Be With You week of LEGO. And if they're doing the 25th anniversary, anything like they did the 40th of the Return of the Jedi, we're in for some serious sets. I am super happy with Star Wars. And then we also had Harry Potter this month, where we kicked it off with the Sorting Hat, which was kind of a disappointment with the 31 sounds. It made the same 7 sounds broken up over 4 houses, making 28 sounds total of basically saying the same thing, just changing it between Ravenclaw, Slytherin, Hufflepuff, and Gryffindor. And then it made a grunt and a couple other sounds, and I thought it would sing a song and it didn't. But the hat overall is pretty dope. And then we also had the little short of the magical creatures in the Forbidden Forest. That set was dope. We still have to do the brickheads. We'll do that last. But that brings us to today's video, and that is Hagrid's Hut, An Unexpected Visit. Now, this is one that I am super excited for. If you guys have been longtime followers on the channel, you guys will know that when we started off doing Harry Potter on the channel, I was anti-Harry Potter. I was like not having it. I did not want to do it. And that's because of some severe PTSD where I was almost killed by a bunch of kids that were bullying me for loving Harry Potter. But because of my mom making me build all those sets, the Hogwarts Express, and other things like Diagon Alley, I was able to work through that fear, and now I have welcomed Harry Potter back into my life to where I've read all the books, seen all the movies several times already in the last year, so we made a full circle. The one thing is, now my mom and I have to fight over who gets what Harry Potter set. She got the magical hat, I got the Forbidden Forest. I also have Fox, the retired bird. But who gets this one? I'll tell you right now, it's going to be me. Because she has no more room for anything, and it's about time that I have Hagrid's Hut on my shelf right behind you. So let's take a look at this set, and let's see what we can tell from the box, and then we'll proceed to see what is in the box. Age range is 8 and older. Set number is 76428. Hagrid's Hut, An Unexpected Visit. 896 pieces. The hut does look really nicely detailed. Again, one really cool thing about this set I did want to note, I was getting ready to buy the retired version of this that came out a few years ago from my local Bricks and Minifigs when I found out about this. So I'm super happy that I didn't have to do it, and for the money I would have paid, I would have been able to buy this. Overall, really good detail. Looks like we do have Draco Malfoy when he's doing his little sneakies. We have Hermione. Looks like we have Nobert. We also have Hagrid, but this time we have a variation of Hagrid where he has his apron on. And then we have Harry. We also have Fang the dog. And then we have Ron. So we already have a really great lineup of minifigures. Plus we have Nobert and we have Fang. So that's what I could tell from the front of the box. This is clearly going to the beginning of the movies, basically movie number 1. So it is kind of cool to see Harry Potter coming back around and recirculating some sets from the earlier movies. Because it does seem when I got into LEGO, they were just starting to phase out stuff from the later movies. Looking at the top of the box, we have more of our minifigures. A 1-to-1 scale of Norbert right there. Not too much on this side, just a sideways picture. All the legal eagles down there, and more of the legal eagles down here. Looking at the back of the set, we can see that this set does open up in 3 different parts, all hinged together. So that does look really cool. Looks like we have a reclining chair for Hagrid. Again, looks really fun. We also have a picture of Norbert coming out of his egg. And if I'm saying Norbert wrong, it's because I have a really hard time saying Norbert. I know I'm saying it wrong. Don't tell me. It does look like the top of the hut comes off. And overall, the general look of the hut reminds me a lot of the Lego Ideas, the treehouse, with that octagonal shape. What's really cool is it looks like you can stage Draco Malfoy to that scene where he is spying in. And then it's just something about ×2 collectible portraits. This is the only set so far that I've seen with these collectible portraits. I'm not sure what they are, but I'm pretty sure we're probably going to talk about it in this video. And I'm pretty sure if it's something with this, we're going to see it a lot more as new Harry Potter sets come out throughout the year. We're only 3 months in out of a 12-month year, so there's plenty of time to get more collectibles out of Harry Potter sets, just like the collectible minifigures of Star Wars 25th anniversary sets. So that's all I can really say about the set, why I'm excited, all about the box. Now the next thing for us to do is to actually open up this box. So why don't you guys come on in and let's take a look at what we have in terms of this build. Okay, so we have our box. Like usual so far this year, we haven't seen a lot of tape on our boxes. 2 punch tabs, and we open her on up. You guys get the first look inside of the box from your angle. I get the next look. I see a pry tool and I see Thing right there. Let's do our pour. And there is our pour right there. We have 4 and 3, 7 and 6, and we have a 5, and a 1 and a 2. So 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7. And I know I didn't count that in the correct order. Stickers. What everybody likes to know is how is our sticker sheet looking? It's looking like 4 stickers. And it just seems to be the normal stuff that we're used to seeing in the movie in the backdrop of his hut. Want to take a look at that. And then the book. We have our QR code, get our 20 points. And then let's go straight to the back of the book and let's see what we have. Okay, so here it talks more about those 14 portraits that we have. And I think it says we have 2 in this set. And let me see if I can recognize any of these. It does look like maybe some of the founding of the Hogwarts. It looks like some wizards, a knight. Okay, so somehow this all correlates with the movies and the books, obviously, but I'm not sure how exactly, as nothing is definable as a certain character unless it's just really poorly drawn. Okay, continuing on. We have 295 building steps and 181 pages total, and it looks like Fang is our character to get us through the progress of this set. Let's take a look in the front of the book, see if there's anything special. Nope, just a traditional, and going straight into it. And that is our book. Okay, so you guys know what's next? Actually, no you don't, because now we do something different all the time on this channel. What we're actually going to do is we're going to break this up to about a minute to a minute and a half of a time lapse. So sit back and enjoy a little bit of folky music as I knock this build out in front of you, and we'll be right on back to actually do a full-on review of this set and talk about all the cool characters and minifigures that this set has. So stay tuned. Well, if you're watching this, then that means the time lapse is over. No more folky music. Now it's time for us to review this set. And for a 9 and older play type set, I'm kind of amazed. expectations were not high, but I did expect a lot in the general shape and form of it, and I think we're good. So let's go and review it. Okay, so here we have Hagrid's hut. Now I want to walk through each individual minifigure before we talk about the hut. So we're going to start off with Mr. Ron Weasley. We do have no leg printing on this one, or arm printing, but we do have front torso printing. It does look like he is wearing somewhat of a distressed sweater with back printing. I say it looks distressed because it has these little marks on the back showing some wear. He does have a double face. This one looks a little bit worried. And then he does have his normal happy face with a typical reddish-brown wand. Continuing on with the children, we have Hermione. Now she's wearing clothes that don't look distressed. No leg printing either, or arm printing on this one, but she does have torso printing and a little bit of back printing, showing some highlights of her clothes. She does have a double face too. Again, another worried-looking face. And then a normal, happy face with a tannish-colored wand. Next up is going to be Harry Potter. Again, no leg or arm printing, just front and back torso printing. And then taking off his thing. He, too, has like a worried face. And then a normal, happier face with a darker brown wand. And here we have the asshole himself, Draco himself. No leg or arm printing either on him, but he does have front torso printing and back torso printing. And he has an angry face for his secondary face and a grinning face for his first face with a black wand. Last but not least, we have a Hagrid. Now, it is kind of cool to see a different type of Hagrid than what we're used to. We usually get the one in the cloak, well, at least with the adult sets. This one looks to be more of his apron look, where it's got green on it and some other stuff, to where he's probably doing something messy that day, hatching dragon eggs or something. Let's see if he has secondary face. No, he does not have a secondary face. He just has the one face. Again, with that much hair on his head, he should only have one face. Fun fact about all the minifigures in this set, they all take the small child-sized legs. Here we have Norbert, just a single piece. Not too bad. Really cute. Really like this. He actually has a place in the build. We'll get to that soon. And then here we have Fang, the other creature in the set. Okay, so now let's go through and let's talk about the set as a whole. So I'm going to have it displayed on my shelf pretty much how you see it. Now, we do have a doghouse for Fang, which is pretty cool. But what I want to talk about is just the general shape of this hut. I mean, this is probably 5 times better than the one I was going to buy that was already retired. I mean, the shape and the work it took to make this roof is just really good for being a 9 and older set. It's really phenomenal. There is some plain details on the side of the hut. They do try to make up for it with some type of greebling, but it's okay. I mean, it is what it is. Like, that just looks like flat to me. I don't know. They may have been able to work in some of those stone bricks or something to kind of break it up a little bit. We do have a little pumpkin patch attachment right here. These things right here, they do come off and back on. They're just clipped in. The chimney right here, which is a really nice detail. This is stationary, not like with the hocus pocus where it goes up and down. Again, more of that greebling type stuff all throughout the back here. We have a window back here, and again, flat on the sides. And then we can get a kind of a look at the doghouse right here. Doghouse kind of mimics the style. What I find really interesting about this set is, I know the pumpkin patch goes towards this side of the house. He does not have a window to look out of on this side, or into of. So it's kind of weird to me that Draco's stump is stuck on this side of the house, when clearly he would have been looking through a window like over here on this side when he gets caught spying on them and turns them in. But, you know, we're not going to get caught up on details like that. So that is the general outside of the building. Here's the doghouse. We're just going to go over the doghouse really quick. There is no studs to hold Fang in at all. It is kind of got some reddish and nougat colored bricks on the inside, so to make it look complete. But Fang, he slides around a little bit. So we're just going to take Fang, move him off to the side. we're going to take all the minifigures, move them off to the side, so we can really get in here and start playing with things. So we do have a front door. It's just blatantly brown, nothing special. I'm just going to leave Hagrid there. I'm just going to leave Draco on his stump. Like I said, these do pop off and move out of the way. Just like with the pumpkin patch over here, same thing. Pulls off out of the way. So then we're just left with the hut by itself. Looks like we do have some like mushrooms or something on the grounds. But the magic happens back here where you can open it up. Oh, I forgot one thing. Before the magic happens, we could take the roof off. And the roof comes off just with a little tug. And ta-da. And then you can get a look at all the engineering into that roof. There's a lot of engineering that went into that. I was surprised by the amount of pieces it takes to make that. Okay, so now we can take the set and we can open it up. And now this is where it is playable. I really love how they could have done an open back set, but they figured how to make an opening back set instead, so you can still play with the set and have some fun with it. We have a recliner for Hagrid. We have a cabinet of Hagrid stuff, a barrel for his umbrella. We have a couple mugs up here to what looks like to be the kitchen. Then you'll notice we have a golden shell right here. Now with the golden shell, that is if you want to play the scene of Norbert being hatched, you can. Did they show him being hatched in the movie? Because I know they cut a lot of his story out of the first movie. If you read the book, there's a lot more to him. Now, what's really interesting to note is we got those interesting tiles. We got 2 of those special edition random tiles. If we come over here, we'll see one of them on the wall right here. And then over here on the side, take out the chair, you can see the other one actually hiding inside of the cabinet. So not exactly sure why they did that, just to get rid of it, I don't know. But it's hidden inside of the set by the instruction manuals. But the other one is hung up on the wall. Here we do have a fire pit with like a kettle in front of it. We have some stuff up here, another coffee cup, another chair to sit. Then we have an axe, probably to chop wood, which is really cool. Other than that, there's not too much to the interior. I thought the chair would be more like reclined, but it's really not. It's just the front moves, the back moves. So you can have some function with it, but not too much. And then, like I said, there's plenty of room to play around and put minifigures. It's all exposed studs, but you definitely can put the dragon in there. If you lift the set up and look really carefully, you can see a lot of exposed crackage in the set. I don't really care for that too much, but that's how they made the angles of the set. And to close everything up and to wrap it up, it's just very simple. Just close it up like that. Then take your hut top, lay it over the top, just like that. And then we can start putting all the accoutrements back together on the set. I really would like him to be able to be peeking through a window, but this is a play set for kids, so it's meant to be moved around a little bit more and not so adult orientated like what I'm going to do with it, and just have it to where everyone can see it. So that's the review of Hagrid's hut. I'm really surprised. It does a lot more than I expected a 9-year-old set to do, or 8 and older set to do, but I think it's a good one. So with all of that concluded, let's now go and wrap up this video and share some last thoughts of this set. Hagrid's hut, an unexpected visit. What are my thoughts? Well, for $75 for a building that is technically closed back, I think it's pretty damn good. Now, we are pretty new into the play under 18 type Harry Potter sets. We started off with the adult only Harry Potter sets. And then as I got into Harry Potter, more of the play sets came into fruition. This is definitely one that, what are you doing there, cat? That I definitely do like. It's only $75 and I think it's really freaking good. The one biggest downside of this set is, I've said it last year, maybe somewhere, that I hope that the next collector's edition Hogwarts set or Harry Potter set would be Hagrid's hut. I was hoping that they would do a nice high-end Hagrid's hut. I would easily spend $400 on a Hagrid's hut with like 6,000 pieces or something like that, kind of like Gringotts Bank. That way we could get really good detail. But instead, we got the play version, and I think it's still really cool. And one upside of getting the play version is we do get Nobert the dragon, we get all the minifigures, and we get Fang the dog even. So if they would have done a collector set, I don't know if we would have that many minifigures. And this being, again, a play set, it really captures a point in time in the movies that 8 and older people can recreate, because there's plenty of room to play within this set. So overall, it's a recommend. $75, not too bad. I had a lot of fun building it. Yes, it does have a lot of cracks, literally a lot of cracks, but the engineering that went into the roof is really cool. It's really strong. It's good, everybody. So with that, that concludes this video on Hagrid's hut. So if you guys want to support the channel, there's 2 ways to do that. One, you could hit the thanks button down below and leave a small donation. Everything that you guys leave goes to buying new Lego sets to review and Lego all around me. If that's not really your jam, you can always just hit the subscribe button and follow along. We review sets, we do Lego City stuff, we do mocks, and right now, behind the scenes, I'm working on a series of buying a lot of used Lego and going through that process with you guys on how to sort it and clean it. So a lot of cool stuff up ahead on the channel, so hit that subscribe button. As per usual, if you want, if you can, share this video with your friends and comment your thoughts down below. What do you think about Hagrid's hut? Do you guys like it? Up next on the channel, I believe we are doing the R2-D2 of the 25th anniversary. So we're going to be doing that set. And I think after that, we only have one more review in March. And then we have more March reviews past due in April. So we're very, very busy. March was a very, very good month for new sets. And we're going into April reviewing March sets. So awesome. You guys don't want to miss it. Like I said, hit that subscribe button. Thank you all for watching, and you all have an excellent rest of your day.